In the United States, media exists to make a profit. This is made clear through our exploitative, anything for views, whatever it takes approach to film, television, and music. This semester, we studied the relationship between media and meaning. Does media come from meaning, or does meaning come from media? Well, what is media? Media is the plural form of medium, which can describe any channel or tool of communication, storage, or transmission of information or data. Media can refer to mass media or news. Since the invention of the telegraph in the 1830s, media has grown exponentially. There's language, there's writing, printing, telegraph, photography, radio, broadcasting, cinema, television, internet, social media, video games, music, streaming, print media. All means of communication, all forms of media. Not to mention there's transmedia and transmedia activism, but that's a story for a different time. So why do we need media anyways? Why should we care? And why do we need so much of it? Well, there are 5 main functions of mass media: surveillance, interpretation, linkage, transmission of values, and entertainment. So what do all these terms mean? Let's break it down. Number 1, surveillance. What does this mean? Monitoring current events and keeping yourself informed. Number 2, interpretation, which means listening to someone else's opinions on something, such as Oprah or Stephen A. Smith, to help or sway you into forming your own opinion. Number 3, linkage. This is a special one because it's arguably the most important function to today's date. It connects consumers and advertisers and helps them to meet in the middle, which wouldn't be possible without media or the internet. Number 4, transmission of values. This is how we get ideas about the world, especially in the absence of direct experience. For instance, if you grew up in an area that is predominantly female, the media would be your only source to rely on to form ideas about what men are like, even though you've never actually met a man. And the 5th and final one, entertainment. There's really not much to say on this one other than we need it. It's possibly the biggest contribution of the media to the world. See, that right there. What's more entertaining than High School Musical? Don't say Camp Rock. So now we know what media is, who it's for, and why we need it. But what does it mean? How does it get its meaning? Considering everything that I've learned this semester, I can confidently say that media is derived from meaning. Of course, especially in recent times, the media can tell us how to act, what to like, and why we should like it. Still, the media can't create itself out of nothing. It needs something to reference and work off of. I've mentioned this in a few of my unit essays, and I think it's worth mentioning here. Media reflects the society in which it is produced in. Media is a mirror, reflecting the people who produce it, but more importantly, the people who consume it. As has been noted, media exists to make a profit. If no one watches or reads or engages, then that media will cease to exist. But if they do watch, read, engage, watch again, talk about it, tweet about it, or I guess it's X about it now, then we understand. Everything starts to come together. Meaning produces media, and that meaning comes from society, us. Media is simply the medium human beings use to communicate with each other and amplify who we are and how we think. So, what's the relationship between media and meaning? It's a direct relationship, really. As we change, so does our media. As media changes, so do we. We influence it, it influences us. All in all, we need media. We want media. We love media. We are media. Now, always, and forever.